YouTube, Down the Bricks in. Welcome to this week's video, a comparison review of the 1989 Batwing. So in today's review we will be looking at the specs of the set, the accessories. I'll be talking about the build itself. I've got some really cool comparisons, including a Batwing collection comparison. I do have a couple of little negatives for this set, but I'll talk about those when I give my final thoughts. So of course this set was released this year in 2020. It is set number 76161, has 2,363 pieces. It'll cost you $200 US, 180 pound, 195 euro, 300 Australian and 350 New Zealand. For the accessories, it comes with a stand which you can mount facing forward or backwards, so we have a couple of different mounting options, which is really cool. And of course we get a stickered plaque with that as well, and we do get our 3 minifigs, which we'll take a quick look at right now. We get this very nice stand to put our minifigures on, and from left to right we have our Boombox Goon. Of course we have our Keaton Batman and our Jack Nicholson Joker. The Joker has some very nice head to toe printing. The Batman is the same from the 1989 Batmobile with the one-piece molded cape and cowl. And we have the very sharp looking Boombox Goon with the awesome Joker jacket with arm printing. Now, as I said, it's only 11 centimeters high, but almost 2 feet wide. So it's a structure issue when it comes to this set, and Lego have built a very solid set here. And if I lift it up and down, it is just no flex at all. It is just super solid. And the way they've achieved that is it's all a Technic frame inside, and it's actually every Technic piece is filled with Lego bricks, and then it's lined with plates top and bottom just to give it this very rigid structure. And once that main structure is complete, it's more about just adding some detail and focusing on this main center cockpit section. One of the real highlights is the way Lego have achieved this rounded look on the edges of the wings. It's using a lot of hinge plates and lined with slopes top and bottom, and then it attaches on the side and actually attaches with rubber bands on the front and rear of the wings. Looking at some of the detail and features of the build, we have these wing flaps, we have some little nav lights, we have some guns at the front with the big cannons on the side. We have missiles either side of the cockpit. You can adjust the top fins here if you wish. We have numerous tiles and grill pieces to give detail to the wings. We have numerous different types of slope pieces to give us the different angles for this center section. We have layered plates here for our air intakes, as well as cooling fins at the back, and we also have a removable cockpit windshield. On the inside we have some very nice detail with the design of the seat and the controls, and it is decorated with a lot of stickers. Behind the seat we have a Bat engine sticker, and if we lift that flap up we have a little compartment for some crowbars. On the undercarriage we do have some little wing flaps here that we can fold down. We also have some other nice detail put on here, as well as these little side pieces, which helps keep the whole set flat against the wall if you want to use this hanging piece and wall mount the set. So I think this is the comparison that most people want to see. set 76139, last year's 2019 1989 Batmobile. Now these are two huge sets. I mean, have a look at them with the meter-long Star Destroyer in the background there. These sets are massive. And what a combination these two sets are. They're sure to put a smile on the face of any Batman fan. And now let's bring out all the big guns with the set 7784 UCE Batmobile from 2006 and set 76023, the 2014 Tumbler. So let's hope Lego keeps this going. What do you reckon? A 60s Batmobile to go with these? Well, let's really crank things up with a full Batwing collection comparison. Holy Batwing Batman, this is all the Batwings for my collection. How awesome does this look? Now there are some sets that some would consider Batwings. I look at them more as Bat Skis, so I haven't included those. I haven't included the Dark Knight Trilogy Bat, and I'm also missing the 2012 set Batwing Battle over Gotham City. So let's go around the table. We have the 2006 Batwing from the Joker's Aerial Assault. My favourite Batwing. Well, it was my favourite Batwing. It's now been knocked off the perch. It's only taken 14 years for something to eclipse this awesome looking Batwing. And then we jump to 2014 with this bad boy over here. That came with the Joker Steamroller. That was an awesome set. And then we're going to go down here to 2016. This is a Batman v Superman set, Sky High Battle. Over the back there we have the 2017, the Lego Batman movie Batwing. And then in between we have the 2018 Brother Eye Takedown Batwing. And we finish with last year's 2019 Riddler Heist Batwing. Now, do you think that set might have been a bit of a hint of what was to come? There is a lot of similarities between that set and the 1989 Batwing. So to help me highlight how big this Batwing really is, I want to do a little transition. So we'll start with the 1045 piece UCE Batmobile from 2006. We will rumble into 2014 with the 1869 piece Tumbler. And then streamline to 2019 with the 3,306 piece 1989 Batmobile. Now this thing is huge. But let's glide into 2020 with this 2,363 piece 1989 Batwing. This thing is ginormous. Well, those comparisons were a heap of fun. So let's now talk about those couple of little negatives that I had. My first complaint is I had numerous parts on this set that have scratches or some marks on them, and it's actually quite substantial across the board. Some real major scratches in some of the tiles, and on the slope pieces a lot of scuff marks. Now, I was talking to another AFOL and they mentioned that they had the same problem with their set. Now, I'm not going to say that this is going to be the same for everybody, but it is something that I did want to mention. My second disappointment for this set, which is pretty much a disappointment for all LEGO premium sets, is that we have tons of stickers in this set, which fortunately they are all through the cockpit, so it's not something used to detail the outside of the set, so that is one highlight. But maybe one day we will at least start getting the printed plaques with these premium Lego sets. Now, I've already talked about the build, but what I wanted to say, it was a really fun build. I had a lot of fun putting this together. It went together very smoothly, and while I don't think that it's a faithful recreation of the actual Batwing from the movie, I do think that the designers did a fantastic job with what they had available. It's very hard to recreate those curves, slopes, angles, and straight lines, all using the Lego brick. Now, I said the Batmobile was a sleek build, and this is very sleek and streamlined as well. And with multiple display options, some great looking minifigures, I just think this is one awesome Lego set and a great compliment to have alongside your 1989 Batmobile. So if you already have the Batmobile in your collection, I really think this is a no-brainer to pick up this Batwing to go alongside it. But if you're sitting on the fence about these sets and thinking whether you should pick up one or the other, my recommendation would be to go the Batmobile first. Well, I hope you did enjoy this comparison review of the 1989 Batwing. And if you want to see more Lego, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Please share this video, that would be awesome. And if you're looking at picking up any Lego or anything else, please use the link down in the description. That would help me out a little bit. And you can also find me on Instagram. But a big thank you for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.